It's Marcelo with one L and Gomez with an S. Are you ready?
For what?
I'm ready. I'm gonna fix my name here because it's spelled wrong. It's with an S. You may call me Marcello. I'm fine with that. It's okay. I've been called Marcello for years, and so I'm used to it. But it's Gomes. Then I have a little bit of a problem with that. Well, really, it's Marcelo Gomes. More than anything, I love to partner a ballerina on stage. When you're partnering a ballerina, you have to be in total control, but you also have to let her shine. I am not there for myself. I am there for her. You have to make sure that you're breathing with your ballerina. It's being connected in that moment. That's why I have such good relationships with so many ballerinas, because I do enjoy sharing that moment with them.
I love to dance with Marcelo. It's not so many great guys who can really dance and act and partner ballerinas. I'm a big, tall dancer. The high standard of Marcelo's partnering is when you don't feel how much your weight is.
I'm guesting in the Kremlin Ballet production of Swan Lake. Usually I wear ABT's costume, but for these shows in Athens, I've had to borrow from friends to see what the best option is.
It's okay. Here a little bit, right? Just...
Yeah, I mean, I feel just like a little bit like that. And look.
Sure.
Like baby gap. Like I'm trying to fit in my child's clothes.
Well, but for second act you have to be in black. What if for a black swan?
Maybe.
It's okay.
It's gold.
Well, if you feel more comfortable in this, definitely.
Well, I don't want to look like a peasant in the middle of all the guys. Because they all have like really nice shirts on.
Yeah, it's too simple.
Yeah, it's too simple.
Yeah, okay, come on. We have to look from a distance.
Oh, okay.
We have to look from
Let's do that.
Go there. No, it's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the thing that is unique to Marcelo is that he does everything well. He is Mr. Versatile. He has a remarkable ability to cross genres and characters and type of dance from Killian to Petipa.
It's never about himself. It's always about his partner or the choreography or the role. He's just an example of how the ballet dancer should behave, should act, should be in a studio, and should be on stage.
In one dancer, to see an extraordinarily gifted partner, an amazing actor, and then also an extremely fine technician. To have all three of those qualities in one dancer is very, very unusual.
I watched tapes of Rudolf Nureyev, Baryshnikov, Fernando Bujones, and Julio Boca. Those are all guys who really influenced me when I was in Brazil. Somehow, my teacher had tapes of them. After ballet class, we'd go to her house and watch them. I needed to have those guys to watch in order for me to be inspired about my own career. I can't imagine like not having them, you know. I think when you're young, you dream of doing certain roles, you know, Siegfried in Swan Lake, Basilio in Don Q, Albrecht in Giselle, Romeo in Romeo and Juliet, and Solar in La Bayadere. Those are roles that you really feel like you want to tackle at one point in your life. The big classical roles have a deadline.
You can't do these forever. The career is short.
Alô?
Oi, mãe, tudo bom? Marcelo.
Oi, meu filho, tudo?
Como você tá? Tudo certinho?
Nossa, eu tava falando em você. Tá tudo bem, meu filho.
Você é dia 5 e quando é que vocês vão embora?
É dia 12, né? Uma semana.
Dia 10 é o último dia do Metropolitan. E aí...
Sei.
E eu faço espetáculo dia 5, Romeo e Julieta, e dia 9. My mother, every time she can, she's here in New York visiting me. Anytime I can, I want to go to Manaus and spend time with her.
Não, pra mim só faz sentido Nova York com você. Aí dia 11 eu volto.
Even though we don't speak every day, there is that immediate connection that we get when we talk on the phone or Skype. Since my parents divorced, I've been a lot closer to my mother. I don't feel like there's still a father figure in my life. I think that my parents' divorce was a lot for him to take. It could be just all too painful. He has a wife now, another wife, and a son with her, and it's a drastic disconnection from being the greatest father, you know, to being just Haroldo. My father hasn't really been up to New York to see me dance probably in 10 years. I started making myself very depressed and miserable if I was expecting for him to be in the audience. The approval from your family is something so special. I want him to see me here and for him to hug me and say, yes, you have made it. All that stuff we went through from the age of 5 years old, that you were able to play Romeo today. That would be the ultimate gift.
I joined American Ballet Theater in 1997 when I was 17 years old. ABT is such a big part of my life.
He's one of the first that I have witnessed really grow up from a child to a full-blown adult with with his own identity and make his own mark.
I see myself dancing as long as my body can take. I think there will be one point where it will speak to me and say, this is not what you want to be doing anymore, or it hurts too much. Good girl, good girl.
Really high at the back of the knee. Da, D, easy. Now, really high at the back, yes. That gets you up on your left hip. Good. Left arm. Left arm, yes. 2, 3, easy, float it. Yes.
That would be cool.
Most dancers feel physically at their highest peak, I would say in their late 20s, maybe the first couple years of the 30s. Then usually around 32 to 34, you start to feel the body can't do everything that you're asking of it. Left side. That's it, left arm. Yes. Good. Marcelo's right in that golden moment where he's matured as an artist and his body is still completely responsive and available to him.
I think I'd like to do a third double tour there. What do you think?
I'm an advocate of the third double tour just because nobody ever does it anymore. It's just a question of negotiating those years, navigating them carefully.
The norm for any ballet dancer, especially male dancers, is 40 is about the limit, that the physique can take that kind of high impact. However, he has a very strong body, and he has a very intelligent mind. He could beat the odds and go beyond.
Thank you, that's so nice of you. Daddy's working hard.
Sugarloaf?
Where?
Sugarloaf?
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time I'm dancing in Rio in over 10 years. It's big homecoming. I'm dancing Don Quixote with a ballerina I've just met.
C'est la première fois qu'on danse ensemble et j'ai l'impression d'avoir toujours dansé avec lui. C'est un partenaire très généreux et sensible, attentif à sa danseuse. On ne sait jamais ce qu'il va faire à l'avance, c'est quelque chose de spontané, de réel, de présent. C'est pas quelque chose qui est calqué et qui va être toujours pareil tous les soirs.
My ankle woke up a little swollen this morning, so I was worried. When I get on stage, it feels okay. It's after, when it goes off. The role of Basilio in Don Quixote is all about the pirouettes and all about the jumps. We've seen many Basilios do some really impressive tricks. So when you don't give them all of the tricks, some audience members may feel like they're not getting the full value of the role. The tricks get harder as you get older. As soon as I get home, I ice my ankle in an ice bucket. It's excruciating, but it really helps. I can do what I can do with it. I know that there's something kind of funny about it, but I didn't even think I could do one show, and now I've done 3. Só lembro que era bonito o apartamento. Tudo bom? I grew up with my uncle Paulo and his partner Wolf, so they're both my uncles.
O Paulo, meu irmão, ele foi um grande incentivador do Marcelo para dançar, para mostrar balé. Ele e o Wolf, os dois sempre estiveram muito junto com o Marcelo, levavam o Marcelo no municipal, mostravam fitas de balé.
Pequenininha. Uhum. Nossa, que lindo de Paulo tá aqui. Nossa.
Tá lindo, né? Tá muito bonito.
Que linda.
Olha aqui, Teresópolis, dezembro de 92.
Uau. Ah. Claro que do lado artístico, o tio Paulo sempre me ajudou bastante, mas vocês dois, mas como pessoa também, para que eu seja um ser humano completo, eu acho. Que bom que eu tive isso que a gente teve isso na nossa formação, na nossa família, que muita gente não tem, né, na vida deles.
Olha,
agora.
ouvi isso. Beijo, muito obrigado. Realmente é muito bom.
Vocês eram super modernos.
Para os tempos, é incrível.
Para os tempos que a gente vivia, né, tio?
E é incrível, assim, porque eu também, quando eu me descobri como homossexual, eu me senti tão normal, assim.
Isso me deixa muito, muito feliz. E muito orgulhoso.
Que bom, tio.
Mas você também não tem contato com ele, não é, Marcelo? Seu pai era tão teu fã, meu Deus do céu.
Ele se afastou completamente.
Se afastou mesmo? Que coisa,
Ele
né?
disse que ia vir para Nova York 1000 vezes, vir me ver espetáculos, sabe? E chega assim, quase perto do dia do espetáculo.
Ele cancela.
Eu não escuto nada. E no dia do espetáculo me mandou um e-mail falando que está cancelando. Quer dizer, isso me machuca muito, sabe, tio? E assim, eu sei que ele lutou muito na minha vida, como assim, para eu ter essa vida que eu tenho agora, apoiou. E por isso eu estou muito grato.
É muito complicado. Afeto, como eu digo, administrar afeto já é difícil. E afeto filial de pai, filho, porque aí é. Mas, enfim, a gente tem que fazer da vida o melhor, né?
O melhor.
Porque passa tão rápido, olha, realmente.
Tá ok? É muito forte?
Não.
Existem bailarinos muito famosos, de técnica muito grande, que entram para dançar um Don Quixote, porém não interpretam. Fazem o pas de deux, mas não há ligação afetiva entre ele e a bailarina. Então, o balé é tudo: técnica, sensibilidade, união com a partner, interpretação do papel. Marcelo é um bailarino perfeito. Nada fica para lá, tudo está lá, unido a ele.
He has a quality that is very rare, very special. He dances like a prince and a gentleman. He really knows that a pas de deux is a pas de deux. It's a dance for two. He's very generous and he communicates as an artist. And this has no price. He looks to the eyes, he gives something, he receives, and he builds from just a simple pas de deux a great ballet.
It's like, almost like your whole life flashes before you when you're bowing for a house that excited, you know? And you're just like, wow, I've just worked so hard to get here, and this is why, you know? It's the applause, the recognition, especially here, especially at home.
was born in Manaus, Brazil, in the heart of the Amazon. And I moved to Rio when I was 5 years old.
For as long as I can remember, that was me. A young boy, no shoes, just my black trunks, and I would run all the way to Copacabana and jump right in the water. So this is where it all started, at the Leme Clube, which is at the end of my neighborhood, the streets at the end of my neighborhood, going up to a favela. And in this studio, my sister was taking like a gym class, and I came to pick her up. And I ran right up there. And there was a musical theater class happening, and I just jumped right in the middle of a bunch of girls, and I told the teacher that I could do whatever they were doing. So after 2 years of musical theater, Helena Lobato, she was ex-ballerina of the Teatro Municipal of Rio de Janeiro, and she saw me in a performance that we had, and she told me I needed to try ballet.
Não só pelo talento, pelo físico, mas também pelo seu sentimento em relação ao balé. Ele gostava e ele demonstrava isso em tudo, na aula, no ensaio, no espetáculo.
The fact that my family didn't blink twice, that I didn't want to go to gym class or that I didn't want to play soccer, and I wanted to be with my hand in the bar and doing pliés, is very unusual. They could see, I think it was my calling.
Seis meses.
6 months, when my brother was 6 months, she started raising him, and then she saw my sister be born, and then myself. Yeah. She used to take me to ballet class every day. E você me levava para aula de balé todo dia.
Todo dia.
Yeah. After school, I didn't even go home, and I would change and eat in the car on the way to ballet class, and she would be there, bringing my lunch.
I didn't know anything about a ballet. I was challenged.
Ele era o único menino no meio de todas aquelas meninas fazendo balé.
I was called at the school to ask me if I need some therapy. A Brazilian wouldn't accept to leave his kid to dance. Dance is for girls. I said, no, I don't need therapy. I know what I'm doing, and he knows what he's doing. I'm just supporting him.
A infância dele e a adolescência foi toda programada dentro do balé. Ele dançava o tempo todo em casa, as amigas eram todas do balé. Ele sempre soube o que ele quis.
Being the only boy was a bit of a challenge. I definitely got bullied in school for dancing. Girls do ballet and boys do soccer, especially in Brazil. But I knew ballet class was where I needed to be. I didn't let all those voices from the young boys hurt me. Something about being in the studio, listening to music and dancing was everything. I was in heaven. Oh, entra. My dad was an incredible influence in my life. When I first started, I don't think I would have kept going when I was a teenager if it wasn't for my father.
Sendo pai novamente, que para mim é sempre presente de Deus, talvez eu tenha...
Eu sempre digo que eu acho que você nasceu para ser pai.
Nasci para ser pai, é verdade.
Mas tem uma coisa assim, eu acho que tem uma coisa que está faltando pra gente. Eu sei que faz muito tempo que você não vem para Nova York, mas seria para mim um presente e um agradecimento que nem um presente que você ia dar para mim, é um presente que eu ia dar para você, de você me ver num espetáculo em Nova York, no Metropolitan Opera House. E agora, porque daqui a uns 1 ano, 2 anos, eu vou chegar a um ponto que é isso, entendeu? E então o corpo do bailarino é muito difícil no que a gente faz.
Claro.
Não sei. O futuro é que vai me dizer quando eu tenho que dançar, quando eu tenho que parar, quando eu tenho que fazer menos ou mais. Mas eu queria que você me visse agora, assim, daqui a 1 ano, daqui a 2 anos, porque...
Vai ser um prazer.
Isso é muito importante para mim, pai. Muito importante mesmo.
Eu sei que é. I promised him a lot of time to go to New York. I didn't go because of these personal reasons that I never. And he lost faith about me. When I say I go to New York, I go to see you, he doesn't believe it. He's right.
Eu tenho que sempre agradecer tudo que você fez por mim. Assim, na minha infância, realmente, eu não estaria... Nada disso teria acontecido. Nada.
Você é uma estrela muito brilhante. One day, maybe this year, next year, I will go to the Metropolitan to see Marcelo again.
You know, it's crazy. It's like all these feelings come back because when I was dropped off here at 13, I was with my mom and dad, and I didn't speak any English, and it was really scary. It was kind of like jumping into like a dark abyss, really. I remember driving down this road, and just praying that everything was gonna go okay, I think.
Sabia que isso ia acontecer, que ele ia sair de casa com 13 anos, como ele saiu. Mas até hoje a gente tem muita saudade.
From there on, I knew that I was saying goodbye to Marcelo.
It's good to see you. Thanks. The school looks great.
I think you were 13.
Yes.
And about half the size you are now.
Yes,
With Robert and Philip.
Isn't that amazing? This is your first white swan.
Oh, that's a good one.
God, this is amazing. Already had that feeling.
There you go.
The feeling was there. I don't know about the technique.
All right, so.
There were only 2 before me, and now look how many people have graduated. Pode entrar? Já está aberto?
Deixa eu ver se tem alguém.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my God. They have full-on TVs. We were not allowed to have TVs. The Airbus not gonna go up as high anymore. Is it because of these pants, maybe?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
to change. I was sort of like this a little bit. Maybe I was trying to hold the balance. I was like that. No? I think so.
What are you dancing tonight, Marcelo? Tonight I'm dancing for Ballet. Oh, you are with Sarah? Yeah. Real Merry Christmas. That's not beautiful. It's got to go.
Marcelo, there were other Brazilians when you were here, or no? You were the first
There were
one?
girls that were Brazilians, but no boys.
No boys. You were the first boy.
Hey,
Here.
sorry. Is this your room?
Yeah.
Oh, come in. No,
Can
no,
come,
please, it's your room.
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
No dia que eu vim aqui, eu vi o teu nome lá.
É mesmo?
E que você... No ano que você se graduou, eu nasci.
Ah, that we have to tell in English.
Yeah, that makes me feel great.
Yeah.
The year I graduated, he was born.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? Um, dois, três. Beautiful. One more, just in case. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
My parents saw that I couldn't grow any further if I had stayed in Brazil. Technique-wise, culturally, seeing different ballet, seeing different dancers, seeing different art forms that I got when I came to America. As much as it hurt them so badly, I think they knew, looking at this campus in Florida, that they were doing the right thing.
One of the best ambassadors of the ballet in the world, Mr. Marcelo Gomez.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's take class.
Fifth position, please. I didn't say you can relax. Lifting, shoulders down, chin up. Keep your position, no bar. Right? Remember, everyone, this is very important. Why do I ask you to hold your position at the end of the exercise? Because if you can't do at the end of an exercise, this is going to happen on stage at the end of a variation. Right? Thank you. You can relax now, everyone, right? This is very important, guys. This is ballet. Nothing else.
Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. It starts in this place. And it may not matter for you now, but it's incredible how many times I think, oh, Olivier used to say that to me all the time. And it's after the fact. And so enjoy it now. Really do. Okay? All right.
Gordon Wright asked me to prepare Marcelo for Prix de Lausanne. Then things change a little bit. You become a coach. You become a mentor. That means you don't help your student only technically, but emotionally, which is maybe the most important part when you go to a competition. Right away after a few classes, a lot of people came to see me, and they all say the same thing. His stage presence is unbelievable. When he's on stage, even at this young age, they say we cannot take our eyes off him.
I was extremely scared to go to Prix de Lausanne. I had never been exposed to dancers from the Royal Ballet and from Russia, and I saw that they had an incredible technique, and so I had to really step up my game. That's the great thing about the Prix de Lausanne, is not the dancer that's ready right then and there, but the dancer that will give hope to the future of ballet. The Hope Prize at the Prix de Lausanne did change my career because it allowed me to go to the Paris Opera Ballet School. American Ballet Theatre was on tour in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I just happened to be there to take a little vacation between the United States and going to France.
They were doing Ballet and other ballets that need extra boys.
So I offered myself my services as a super, as an extra on stage.
At the time, I had an associate director. His name was David Richardson. By the time I arrived, he said, you know, I've got a super here for this ballet that wants to take the class, the company class. And I thought, oh, great, sure.
I was doing this petit allegro combination across the floor, and Kevin looked at David, and he was standing at the door, and he nodded his head. And I just remember thinking to myself, could I be offered a contract for American Ballet Theatre today? And it was exactly what happened.
Marcelo was very excited about this, and I was too. But before his vacation, he had won the Prix of Lausanne that gave him a chance to go to Paris.
I knew that I had to join ABT. I knew that I had to go, but I had this scholarship ready to go to Paris Opera Ballet. So I had very wise parents at that moment that turned down the contract.
And he said, well, no, I appreciate it, but I'm going to go to Paris Opera for my last year of training. I thought, well, now that's smart.
No Ópera de Paris, ele ficou interno numa escola onde ele não falava o idioma. E saiu falando o idioma e saiu sendo o melhor bailarino daquela turma. Ele fez todos os papéis principais lá no Ópera de Paris, quando não é comum. Só pode ser principal o menino francês. E foi o Marcelo.
I experienced so many things at the Paris Opera Ballet School. I not only grew as a dancer, but I also grew as a man. They focused so much on my technique. They were very particular. I had very strict teachers. Most of the time I didn't understand what they were saying because they were only speaking French. And so I had to learn that really quickly to be able to communicate. That was an important year for me. Overall, an experience of a lifetime. We're going to be learning on the Cracker Pas de Deux by Alexei Ratmansky. It's probably one of the hardest pas de deux I've ever had to dance. There's a bit of acting, a bit of lifting, partnering, and a solo for the ladies and a little solo for the men. So there's everything compact in one thing. So she's in plie, and I offer the hand, and I can see I have space in between her, and she's on her leg to do the penché. I'm over here. Are you guys watching? Yeah? She goes up to attitude. I have her here. You can do it with one hand if you feel very comfortable. If not, just two. And you're going to lean her out, a little bit off balance. You're going to put her back. I switch my hands before I have to do that turn. There's no way she's going to turn by herself. So I have to have some kind of whip here. Yeah? I do the whip, and then she's on her leg for me to switch to the hip, so she's in penché, yeah? I'm gonna do the same. This is already gonna turn her one time this way, and then up, down. You guys are the ones driving the car, yeah? And she's the one that can get all lyrical and do her thing. So let's hear from ta-da-da-da-dum, pa-da-da-da-dum. One, two, and three, and four, and five, 6, 7, 8 on one. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Penché, over, 7.
It's been a natural gift for him since he was a young dancer. He loves partnering and he revels in it, and you know, it's a joy for him. So it's joy for me to be the recipient of all that effort.
The enigma is that the sign of a really good partner is that you're invisible. If you can see the guy making it work, it's not a great thing.
I can do whatever my body feels and wants to do, and I know he's going to be there and make me look good. So I'm fearless with him.
He does sacrifice all of his ego, you know, in order to serve his girl. It's rare.
He has moral, emotional support that he brings to his partnering, which is truly exceptional.
You can't be selfish. I think that's the best advice I can give you. Everything that you do is in order for your ballerina to feel comfortable. People are not really looking like, oh, how is he doing that switch in the hand? If she falls off point, then it's something that they're gonna notice, yeah? So for me, it's the most important thing, 100%, it's her. You have to be able to be completely humble, but also you have to be completely confident. So it's an opposition that a lot of people don't think about. It's a tough thing to grasp, but when you do, it feels really, really good, because then you dance together. I never think about partnering as something that I will do before I dance my variation. I think about it as one.
How are you? Good. Oh, don't touch it. You okay? Blaine is a dancer with ABT, and he's one of my best friends in the company.
Why do I love dyeing my hair? I look like I'm getting a perm. Do you?
I like your hair curly.
Well, I'm accentuating the curl a little bit, so it's gonna even get more pronounced.
Sir, would you like some champagne?
Please.
Eu digo sempre para as pessoas que têm filhos ou filhas que são homossexuais, que mãe sabe. Para a sociedade, isso é meio complicado, pai e mãe aceitar. Então a gente também teve que camuflar um pouco, apesar de que dentro de casa todo mundo sabia.
He was different, quite different from any other boy. He was different from my older son.
I came out in a very big way. I was on the cover of The Advocate. I didn't think that it was going to be such a big deal, but I guess it was.
Pela primeira vez, os newspapers e revistas do Brasil falaram do Marcelo. Choveu de entrevista querendo que eu falasse sobre isso. E é ridículo. Eu dizia isso o tempo todo. Porque o Romeu não é gay. Gay é o Marcelo Gomes.
I saw principal dancers that were older than me look at me like wide-eyed, saying, oh my God, ain't you scared of the repercussions that might have with your fans, with the people that are coming to watch you? And I said, absolutely not. I'm still going to be a man on stage. I'm still going to play Romeo and Onegin and, you know, Conrad the pirate. And I'm not going to be a homosexual pirate. I'm going to be a pretty straight one, you know? It's a role. I'm acting. Everybody go one, like all together at one, because sometimes it's a little slow for some of you. And hup, that's good. All right, nice. Good, good. Sergei Danilian asked me to choreograph a piece for the Kings of the Dance, which is a tour of the top male ballet dancers. I still have a big dancing career ahead of me, but being creative and inspired in the studio with dancers is definitely something I want to do. I'm certainly not the choreographer that I will be in 5 years. I have to start somewhere. I think that for me, what really is important is to show the softness and how masculine both of those things can be shown as a male dancer.
Marcelo has this instinct of knowing how to carry the room. When I see him choreographing, it's not murky, it's not cloudy, it's a clear vision. It's amazing to see how he has developed his own vocabulary.
Kings of Dance, we're gonna rock the show in Kiev on October 16. Kings of Dance, we're gonna rock the show on October 16. The date's kind of lame, but I'm gonna work with it.
Kings of Dance, we're gonna rock the show in Kiev on October 16. Kings of Dance, we're gonna rock the show on October 16. On October 16.
Kings of Dance.
His concentration is so present because he's so clever. He's always one step further than everyone else. And I do think that it's a quality that a great choreographer needs to have, and that's a quality that he was born with. So I think he is born to be a phenomenal choreographer.
That got really hot.
Yes, I do want to fall in love. I would love to get married. And I love children. I think it's in me. It's in me to be a father. I think I would be fun, but yet strict. I would teach my kids what ballet and dance has taught me about commitment and about passion, about going for something like that in your life. I perhaps wouldn't lose track of my family. I would want to be present in my kids' lives as they get older. This is something that I do not experience right now. There's this incredible void to know your father is alive and here, but he's not present in your life. And that's really tough to deal with. I've had some really incredible performances here in Russia. The audiences, they appreciate ballet, they know ballet, they are ballet fanatics, which is great for us. But there is a certain amount of pressure when you dance here.
Можно, Валерий Павлович, еще разочек сделаем это, пожалуйста? Marcel, would you like to take some rosin onto your palms? Yeah.
Marcelo partnering, this is the gift. He knows sometimes better than I know where I should be. He feels the woman amazingly.
This is the most rake that I've ever danced in. And it's pretty alarming even just looking at it. Like, when you look at it, it's kind of like, wow, that's a really big ramp, you know? When you're in the middle of the stage, you don't feel it as much. But when you're down by the orchestra or up high, then that's when you feel it a lot. Dancers that live here are trained in rake stages, and the studios are raked and everything, so they don't know any better, you know? Or they don't know anything different. So we tried it a couple times, and what we need to do is just take our time to go up into the lift instead of rushing it. Usually it's not a problem, but I think because of the rake is a little bit more like challenging. My costume's a little bit uncomfortable. I can't quite stretch my arms. Like, I can't lock my elbows, so I'm partnering her like this, which is harder to hold. Also, her skirt has a lot of tulle. I'm not used to that much tulle. So it's a bit slippery in my hands, so that's why I went to put rosin on. So I just have to grab her where I need to grab her before it goes up, because then once it goes up and I'm not in the right place, then that's where we run into trouble.
I would say the boys will always, in all countries, will be more difficult to teach dance than girls. Honestly, it's my opinion, you know. And I know how hard it is to find a good boy,
right,
to teach him correctly, and to keep him in ballet, and to graduate, and then to help him go further.
They're very fortunate to be here. So.
Thank you. Don Quixote, Baryshnikov's costume, and Nuriev's costumes, who also graduated from the school, and Nijinsky's outfit. So Nijinsky, Balanchine also graduated from here.
Wow.
The Swan Lake, the Nutcracker, and others were created here. And they were rehearsed here, composed here, and produced here, in this building. 43 ballets of Marius Petipa.
It's too much. I can't. It's only like 10 minutes in.
So the ballet stars like Nijinsky, Nureyev, Baryshnikov, they would come here for rehearsing. Pushkin's lesson with Baryshnikov, it's in this room.
Right. Breathe in some inspiration. Oh my God. I am opening the 180th season of the Mikhailovsky on the Willy Rake stage. What am I gonna do?
For me, Giselle is the ultimate ballet.
It's perfect. It's a heart-wrenching story. I care so much about this role. Out of any classical role in the repertoire, is the one that I most dive in. If I had to choose a role to dance for the very last Albrecht, I choose to do the Antraces when Mirta tells him to keep dancing. I know how difficult they are, but I think it adds to the overall feeling of not being able to stop dancing. That was really scary. I heard like a crack, like during the show. I think maybe I said it right away. Yeah, last time it was this one on the rake. And Don't Kill, remember? I've had 2 surgeries. The first one on a ligament in my right ankle, and then the second because I had chronic tendonitis in my left knee. I danced with both injuries for a while before surgery in order for it not to trigger, so I'm much more aware.
Right. So then in fifth position, is it worse in the back than it is in the front, or does it about the same?
fifth is worse than the front.
Have you sprained this one more than the other one?
No, I sprained this one about a year ago.
But that one's stiffer anyways because of your surgeries. And there.
I feel a little bit there,
right.
Yeah.
So that's more the deltoid ligament.
Right.
The cortisone injection, if you can't get rid of that pain, that will take the inflammation down and sort of give you a chance for that to go away. And then the other thing that we can do is the PRP type injection to try to get it to boost that healing process, to make it swell up again, and then that starts the scarring down.
Right.
If you're really not able to get over this next phase and get into full jumping, then we would consider doing that.
Injury is the main thing that affects a dancer's career. What kind of injuries and how serious they are. It's amazing how much you can push your body to do what you love. In ballet, you have to learn how to manage pain.
Can you please give me 20 push-ups?
I'll be dancing La Bayadere with the Tokyo Ballet in Japan. The role of Solar in La Bayadere, it's an extremely taxing role to dance because it has big dancing, big jumps, multiple pirouettes, big leaps, the double saut de basques, double assemblées, double tours, going all the way down to the floor on the knee, and then partnering two ballerinas.
I think that weight's good. I think you got to get it from deeper. Okay? If you were to lift a girl from down here, you're not going to wait to here to do a dead shoulder press, especially at the end of the pas de deux. Come on, pick it up. It's too late. It's too late. You're not going to make it through. I can pick 10 guys in this room that can do this, and no one can do what you can do. Come on, let's go. Bring it in all the way up from the bottom. Flatten this out. Up. Yeah, baby. Good.
Я никогда не была не обделена партнерами. У меня всегда были замечательные партнеры и личности, и танцовщики. Но Марсело я ни с кем не ощущала себя более свободно, чем с ним. Марсело я себя очень чувствую действительно по-женски тоже, когда ты можешь показать свою слабость, когда ты рядом с тобой такой сильный танцовщик, мужчина.
Okay, I think we should start, guys, okay?
It's during the class, so it's not last minute. He just forgot, I told him.
As you get older, it takes more time to recover. You could probably do the performance, but it's the toll that it takes on your body.
My father will never get to see me dance this role, but I hope he will come to the Metropolitan in New York to see me dance other roles before I retire them.
And I told Diana about it being the last one, so yeah, no, I'm excited. Here we go. Tomorrow. Let's do it. Go out with a bang. This foot can just fall off at the end of the show. Break, doesn't matter. No, God forbid. For me, the role of Solar in Ballet is the most difficult role to dance. It's a beast to conquer. Every male dancer will tell you that. It's a beast. It's like mentally prepared, physically prepared, everything. Oh, my Lord. Just bow there, you know? It's too much. Your ankles. Yeah, it's my ankles a lot. Because it's all in one leg. It's all either pushing off from the left or landing on the left. Turning on the left. So the whole ballet is on your left foot. Feeling a bit emotional about it, for sure. Just because I wanted to do it for so long. You can't half-ass the rehearsal process, and that's what takes the toll. You have to practice the jumps, you have to do the maneges, you have to do the cabriolets. Once you've proven to yourself that you can do it that way, then why take a step back and make this a little bit easier? Part of it is that my standards are high for myself, but I think that's a good thing. I'm officially retiring La Bayadere.
Yeah. Definitely. 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 That's why. Yes. Yes. Okay. It's a good way. It's a good way to tie everything up. Thanks, Olga. You taught it to me first. Remember?
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's a good one. It was a good one to go out with, I think. It was very nice. Diana and I were very connected. That was the most important thing for me. It's bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet. But I think I'll leave with with joy. Being the only boy was a bit of a challenge. I knew ballet class was where I needed to be. More than anything, I love to partner a ballerina on stage. When you're partnering a ballerina, you have to be in total control. But you also have to let her shine. The big classical roles have a deadline. I see myself dancing as long as my body can take.